Hello, 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 everybody. How we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. What's going on, my friends? Welcome on in. Anima, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you feel better soon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joshua, what's up? Sky Girl, how we doing? Dean, hello, hello. Juggalette Jedi, welcome on in. Jordan, what's going on? Melina, hello, hello. Visa, what's up? Brayden, Robin, Brenna, good to see y'all out here. Pix, hi, hi, hi. Geralt of Rivia themselves are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Valen, hi, hi, hi. Sam, what's up? Heroic Pixels, welcome, welcome, welcome. Storykeeper, hello, hello. Sophie, hi. Armor Dash, what's going on? Good to see y'all out here. Hi, everybody, welcome. Today's one of those days where I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to build. I just kind of want to just get in and mess around and just build, just plan, just do some planning things. And so that's what we're gonna do today. I made a creative copy of the hardcore world, and we're just gonna start planning out the next section of the city, which is good because the YouTube poll I put up, 50% of the people said that they wanted to see the City of Path build. So we're going to be working on detailing out the harbor and kind of plotting in where some buildings are going to go so that I can get ahead a little bit before we actually start coming in here and building things. And it's going to be good. Sarah, have not watched you in ages. What have I missed? We've been doing a lot of building in the hardcore world. Currently on a stint right now for the videos of exploring the new 1.21 content, because that's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff. I don't even know how long it's been, but we've been doing a lot. We did a whole end transformation around 2. We've done a giant stained glass auto factory. We've done a giant library for getting all of it. It's good. We've done a lot of stuff. Please no self promo in the chat. Nobody who wants to join your random Minecraft server or add you on Discord. Definitely don't do that here. Thank you. Welcome on in, everybody. Steadifier, thank you so much for the supporter. I appreciate it. Emmy with the 20 months. Time flies. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. Right back at ya. Melina, thank you so much for the 3 months. Profi Sloth with the 29 months. Look at that purple tree. And SS Love with the 16 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, path building, cozy day. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Make sure you leave a like. Yes, 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 yes. If you're over on the YouTube side, please be sure to click that like button. If you're on Twitch, you're doing great. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Love the pups last episode, but speaking of pups, how is or are your pup or pups? Both of them are doing well. They are on the hot days, they're hot dogs. But they're doing pretty good. They've been enjoying the nicer weather so we can get out and go on longer walks and everything. So they've been loving that. And yeah, they've been good recently. Coda, he's been on a new like joint med and like a new probiotic for probably 4 or 5 months now. And the dude's just a puppy again. He's a 7-year-old puppy and it's great. He's got so much energy and he's just like jumping all over the place and it's awesome. Excited able to catch a stream? Yeah. Unfortunately, though, this is the only stream of this week. I do apologize. Family vacation this weekend, so I will not be here to stream on Friday. So this is gonna do it. And we're probably gonna be doing the same next week as well. It's 4th of July holiday in the US. And we're not really doing much for the 4th, but on the 5th, I'm going over to visit my mom because I haven't seen her for a while. So I'm gonna go visit my mom, and we got some family in town who haven't seen since Christmas, so we're gonna go say hi to them. Yeah, so I'll try and make it up, and we might do like a Tuesday and a Wednesday stream next week, but we'll see where that all lands. But yeah, so we're gonna go today, see how much we can get done. I do have a little recording I need to do this afternoon before I start packing and everything like that, so I do have a little bit of stuff to do, but yeah, so we're gonna see what we can get done, and I'm excited. I gave him a shout out a while ago on Twitter. If you don't follow me over there, I gave Germsy Boy a shout out, who I've been watching. He did like a week of streaming last week, and while I was recording videos and also recovering from food poisoning, they were just so chill. So I just had them on in the background, and was just watching, and he and his community are doing this insane massive city build that he's going to eventually turn into survival. But I was basically just watching how they were doing that and kind of working with Axiom to like plan it out in creative and do everything in there. So that's kind of what I wanted to do today, was just kind of spend that time of just, it's probably going to be a chill stream. We're just going to be spending some time out here figuring out what we can do and what we can find. And yeah, J-Bus, I've seen you on there. I've seen him showing off some of your builds. They look pretty cool. No, I was lurking in a lot of those last week. I wasn't watching them live. I was watching the recaps afterwards just because I was like a day or two behind on them because I was not functioning early in the week. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of do that, spend a little bit of time out here planning out where I'll show y'all. We can get in game and I can show y'all. Welcome to creative mode. Here we are. This is where the City of Path is in its current state. The old builds that we have added are these guys right over here. We have the stained glass factory. We have this little pocket. We have that little pocket. I'm kind of treating this as one section. I really want to add a lot more buildings up throughout here. I'm thinking we'll have like the street from this section is probably going to go into a Y and come along here along the back of the buildings and connect into those. But maybe we'll do like buildings here. And then I want to do like the wall coming at a forward angle. Maybe honestly just like out, like up to there or something. I'm not too sure. Because I like that we have just like this simple gate here. But then the fact that you could just like la-di-da-di-da-di-da and walk over into the city doesn't really make much sense. So I do think we can maybe just treat this as a natural barrier and add like a small little fortified wall to the top of the quarry. And then up here, we can do like a bigger wall that will go up into the snowy area, which I do want to remove. And then in the same fashion where we have this kind of going up to disappear here, I want to take another castle turret or a city wall turret like that and add it right here to kind of be on the edge. And then we're not going to add too many buildings or anything around the trunk of the tree because it's going to make the tree look small. But I do want to basically like that height of that building there is going to be kind of the line that we're going to be taking outside of the wall up there, which will connect in. And then everything down here is going to be houses crawling up the hill. I think will be pretty cool. And then we have this location over here, which also, again, needs that wall treatment coming up here and going up that way. So we can get those in. But that's all stuff. And then other future plans is I want more buildings wrapping all the way around here, coming out to the point like right here. So we're gonna have probably a small like fortress or something, almost as like the guard of like a fortress here, guarding entering into the harbor. Where I was thinking we take this and we cut it along like there. So we actually are gonna remove a lot of this, open up the water even more, and then that'll allow more space over here for building because this waterway will be bigger, so we don't need to worry about that being so small. So this is like just major plans. But before we even start plotting out those things, those are just things in my brain. Like I want to have probably 2 or 3 street levels, probably like a base street level along this guy right here that'll go along here, a row of buildings behind it, and then another smaller street that is basically like hooked into right behind the roofs of those buildings. And then we'll have more buildings on there. And then we might have a few dotted ones, like a third row that kind of reaches up a little bit in like these flatter locations up top. So it's not like just a line of roofs. So we have a little bit of like a wave going across. And I was thinking we do need to probably redo some of these. I kind of want to add like a little outpost of sorts up here as like a guard point for the pass, seeing as that would be something that is kind of accessible to walk down in. So we'll do like a little snowy guard tower up there. But yeah, these are just kind of like the absolutely insane plans that are going to be years down the road. But yeah, that's the route that we're looking at for this right now. And I'm hoping it works out. Snowy village. I don't really want to do a snowy village, but I love the idea of like a little fortress up here. Similar probably to the scale that we have. Just like something like that, probably a little bit bigger, because my old build style when we started the world was very much like these are bigger builds, and now we're upgrading to where single houses are pretty much larger than that guy. So we need to keep that in mind when we're designing new fortresses, because that fortress right there is smaller than our market. City of Path ever going to be done? I don't know, because the other plan that we have started taking steps towards is the university, which is going up here. And yeah, that's a thing. But what I wanted to start with today is let's just get rid of this lava. And I want to start by planning out where a few of the roads are going to go, and then we'll get some like rough shapes in for where sorry, words are difficult. I want to get like the cliff face in place, not probably fully detailed, just the general shape of it for where the academy is going to be sitting on top of. And then a lot of like I would love to get the whole like floor plan done for this, like for where the harbor is going to go. I think that would make me very happy to do that. So that's the goal today. Skate, thank you so much for the 13 months, by the way. I do appreciate it. My friends, if you're over on YouTube, if you're excited for this, if you're not, if you're just chilling, regardless, if you could leave a like, I would very much appreciate it. The mod we're using today, if y'all haven't heard of it, is called Axiom. It is beautiful. It is amazing, and it allows you to just do things like that. There's way more you can do than just that. So we're going to be using that today. So if you are not familiar with it, it's basically like super world edit. And by super world edit, I can show you right here. It has a whole 3D building menu where you can basically model things as you're going. So that's what we're going to be using today. So my plan is I want to just like take here. We're just going to kind of start deleting things to create a level area and send it all the way over here.
Pleased to meet you.
Sausage, thank you for the raid. Were you all working super well together when you're chained together? Was that going great? Absolutely perfect, I'm sure. No issues whatsoever. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, you can just do that and bam, it's all, everything's gone. Welcome on in, everybody. I appreciate it, Sausage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're just gonna, since this is a copy, I don't care if these guys are here or not, so we're just gonna get rid of those. We'll move the Halloween mobs when we're actually in the world. For right now, I don't even care. Minecraft and Sims game? Yeah. They did so well, actually. Oh, I'm surprised. I've completely abandoned World Edit for Axiom. I'm on that train. I haven't even, like, World Edit, I think, is out for 121. Haven't installed it. I'm kind of forcing myself to use Axiom. And I've been loving it. Let's hook it up there, get the grass too. I know there's the brushes to get rid of the grass. I'm very new to Axiom, so give me a few moments here as I'm like trying to get to grips with it. So if you have tips when I'm trying to figure out things, I very much would appreciate helpful tips. Hi. We raged only 40 or 50 times, not too bad. Hey, you know, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's go. We're gonna start by getting a line in for the road, and then we can work on it from there. So we can take this path tool here, which is super cool. Sausage, have you messed around with Axiom yet? Have you done this? Because if you haven't done this, you gotta take a look at this. Also, TK Ander, thank you for the 15 months. I really appreciate it. Ready for a chill building stream while I work? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for you. This is the goal. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna do this. This is we're gonna change this out to. I've been seeing that the professionals are using smooth red sandstone, and then you can come over here and you can click use slabs and stairs to help smooth the line out. And we're gonna turn this into flat, and we're gonna go the radius. We're gonna go 3 blocks on the radius here, and then we're gonna just start stretching this down here. I think I deleted a little too much, but that's okay. Because I want us to be like 3 blocks, 4 blocks above. I guess we can do it to there. And then we're going to go out to here. Bring that up like a so. And as you can see, it's like creating this perfect line for us, which is just beautiful. Let's go with this guy. So we can click on this one. We can move it a block over, and it's going to create that. Let me hide this tool mask so you can see more of the screen. And then my plan here is to, let's click on this guy, and then we can right click out over here. We're gonna carve this whole cliff face back here a little bit more. Okay, so that's a decent curve right now. And then I did want it to about right here. We're gonna then bring it across the river into a bridge. Not like that though. This will probably be a drawbridge just so boats can make it through, but we can maybe honestly like have it step up a few more. I like the idea of it just being more raised up, and then we're going to be doing a lot more terraforming over here and bringing this. No, we're gonna delete that point. And do we like this?
Keep it real.
I think someone's been watching some Germ. Yeah, if you were here for the start of the stream, I did say, yeah, I've been watching Germ stream. I think that's enough space to get some buildings along the back of here. We'll obviously tear it back a little bit more to get some more cliff, some like curve in the cliff so we can get some more lower land space. But I think this is pretty sweet. We got another raid from Stam coming in. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. We're messing around, just planning some builds in my creative world today. In a creative copy of my hardcore world today. We're trying to see what it might look like to just design out a harbor. Okay, so I'm thinking here, let's get rid of the bridge for now. And let's go off of here. And we're just gonna put this in. Let's get this in and we can see. So we can lock that in, press enter, and that takes it all the way in there. And now you can see that whole road that we built out is in place. What I like to do, because stairs, no go, we're not using stairs on our roads, is we're just going to come back in and do a little manual fixing right here. And probably a lot of the slabs that we put down too will come back in and just turn into full blocks as well. We're not even going to deal with texturing out this road for now. This is just going to be... I don't like that it does like the edge here where it turns that into stairs. I do wish there was a version where it could be only slabs, like it only does full blocks and slabs to be a little bit more survival friendly. Like that would be amazing. But this is okay. This is good for now. You need an inner and outer harbor. The outer harbor would be used for fishing boats and the inner for trade boats, much like Papyrus has. So this is another massive project to go in this world. You see how we're doing a harbor here? The river only goes to here. So we have to tear out a river that will connect all the way through here, all the way out this side, coming out through here, over somewhere through here, whatever we deem to be more natural. And somehow it's going to connect into this river, which we will also widen, and that will connect out to here. So... there must be an option for Axiom not to use slabs nor stairs. Yeah, there is an option for that. And then this is going to be where all the fishing happens. So everything that's coming all the way inland is basically going to be barges full of materials to be unloaded. So you might have a few little river fishing boats of just locals, which over here is going to be our old town, is what I'm calling it. People wanted to have like a slums type thing, and I thought we'd old town instead of slum, so a little bit lower build quality, a little bit more not so put together like the city is up here, smaller homes, and we can do that here, and we can have little tiny fishing boats off of that, or we could have, and that's going to kind of just sprawl along here. Honestly, this whole mountain, this whole biome, like right here, probably is going to get leveled down. Like we're gonna tear this entire thing down just so we can have more building space for the city. And then that's going to lead out into here where we have path, or not the path going out to the village way at the end there. This is what we worked on in the dog brewery, by the way. They're all chilling over here. Ignore that field. That's tomorrow's field. It doesn't exist. Gotta have the smaller districts. Yeah, we have up here, this is Dwarven District, kind of started already. And we're going to utilize the big cave that we found in here, make this even bigger, and do an underground section for a lot of the dwarf buildings. And inspired by World of Warcraft, because I love that game, we're going to have a tram system that's going to connect from there, basically just an underground minecart, all the way over to here of the original dwarven village we've made. That's the villager trading hall. So that's going to link those two in together and link this more easily into the city, so we don't have to just fly down here every time. Big goals with this, who knows if it'll happen, but we have this shelf up here that I want to somehow connect like this via a road that would connect down to here, do some more buildings in here, and then take that road somehow, probably behind, connect into this cave, and then we could somehow get it down here. I didn't really make this super accessible to like reach down into. It's more of like once you're in here, you're in here. So maybe we have to like connect the road behind all of this or something. I don't know. That's a future fWhip problem. I swear if you die before you can build all that, I will be sad. I know. Part of me is like, do we go into the next world in regular survival? Because I would be very sad. I am very excited about this project, and it'll be a little sad if we don't make it through to the end. But that's part of playing hardcore. That's part of why I love the game mode, so. Okay, so there is that. I'm also gonna take a lot of these like longer slab sections. I don't really like that too much. Ew. Oh, I forgot to click the thing to connect all the way down to the ground. That's okay. Because yeah. There's an option in here when you're making the path that is extend to ground, and we should have done that. But that's okay. We can deal with that. Every time I see your world, I'm always in such awe. It's so inspiring. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate it. My friends, if you're on YouTube, please be sure to leave a like. We got 991 people in here and 500 likes. I believe we can get I believe we can get like 700 right now. I think there's at least 150 of you that are paying attention right now that haven't clicked the like button. Or there's at least like 50 of you that are doing work emails right now that are just tuned out and could also tab out. You deserve a little break. All right, let's do this. Let's go stack. No. Sorry if there's beeping in the background. Somebody's backing up outside. Okay. Doing all the builds connected together in a way is planned is crazy, especially in hardcore. Yeah, we'll see how we can get it done. We will see about that one. So there's this really cool tool that I was seeing Germ was using a lot. Let's clear this cliff back a little bit more. Let's go to delete here. Actually, I want to get... We're just going to get rid of all this. That's enough for now. I think that's a decent amount of cliff space in here.
Love the channel, love the stream, love the builds, love your personality. Never stop. fWhip is the bee's knees.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Thank you for the nice, kind words. Yo, Jerem, what's going on? Excited to see this new city edition? Yeah, I was just going over the whole plans on everything. You've got me inspired, dude. You've got me inspired, and I don't know if I should say thank you yet or not, but for now, thank you. I know pretty much nothing about Axiom. I've been messing around with a lot of like I'm getting very familiar with like this menu and like all of these tools like that. I'm good with here. I've got Blender experience, but not so much yet. I'm trying to figure this one out, like how you make the like. We're gonna go. Let's get a concrete in here. Sure. Like how you make the meshes come forward, and so it's like a. I guess it's just this. So I'm trying to think of how we can make a little wall along here.
Pleased to meet you.
Because we need to get like a big old cliff face that will be pretty able to get like some buildings squeezed under a little bit more, but we'll see how this goes. I also keep accidentally middle clicking, and that's how you like copy material and paste it over everything around you. It's infuriating. I keep because middle click and what I'm so used to in Blender is like how you select everything. Just like we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Cole, thank you so much for the 22 months. Finally able to catch a live stream. Love this community. Hey, welcome on in. Anyway, thank you so much for the 17 months. And Cody, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it, dude. Hi there. Just here to hit the like button. Hey, I appreciate it. It's so much more handy than World Edit. Yeah, it is. One sec. Sorry, 1 minute. I didn't realize we had scheduled for somebody to be at the house right now. So some guys are working outside, and I heard him talking in the front yard, and I was like, oh no, this is weird. I'm in my office streaming, and windows are open, and somebody's just out there. Okay, so here we gotta do the job, blah, 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 blah. Oh no. I don't live here. Please, no. Okay. Oh no. Why is that messing up? Do you have to work like linearly? Like you have to go across to get your points in? Why is that doing that? What the heck? I think I made a new one in there. Yeah, I did. Okay. How do you get it to curve a little bit more? Because I like the general shape we have here, but I want it to be a little bit more of a curve. Is it? Let's see. What if we? Nope, we don't want that. Smart surface. Okay, that does that. Nope, we do not like that. Nope, still don't like that. Smart surface. Okay, I think we're in the right one. We just need to keep working with it. Smooth tool after its place. I think you have to have everything behind the smooth tool like filled in, right? Does the smooth tool work if you're... Because I want this to like reach out a little bit more. But I actually want the whole thing, I think, to go back. Is there a way to like select all your points and move the entire thing back? Because if I do like... Nope, that's not... Jeez. There's also a fill tool. That's true. That's true. I mean, that's not terrible. That's a pretty decent. I think I just want it to be like a... maybe I don't want it to be so far forward. Maybe we just do a little bit of a straighter cliff face. That's okay. Or we could just bump these bottom ones back. I do like the interest of like that coming forward in a section. I think that's pretty cool. Oh no, what did I do there? Right. Left click to select. Nope. I did it again. I right clicked. Huh. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got it. Oh no, we don't got that. This is not a bad starting point. I think this is okay for getting something in. Those selection boxes remind me of Blockbench. Yeah, Blockbench, Blender, all those things pretty similar. And now Axiom too. You're basically doing all the same stuff inside, just different programs. Yeah, let's get this in here. I like that. We'll do this for now. What terrain generation mod did you use for world? Vanilla Minecraft. I know, very, very, very intensive generation mod. Everything you see generated in here, this is just a vanilla Minecraft seed. Or I've done it by hand. This is the first time I've done any creative planning in a world. Garen, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Just stopped in to leave a like. Hope everything is going well with you. I love the video. Sorry for missing the streams lately. Been busy. Hey, please never apologize for that. You do you. You got life going on. All that good stuff. And we'll catch you when we catch you. Okay, so what mod is this? This is called Axiom. It is pretty dang cool. Let's grab another concrete. What do we want for let's just use I like using yellow for buildings. We're gonna go with a gray concrete because I won't use it anywhere probably. I might, but that's okay for now. Okay, actually, before we do that, let's see if we take how many blocks do we have here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, and then we go 1 2 3, so that's 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Let's do like an 11 by 13 box for now. We'll obviously change the shape of that a little bit as it's coming in here. Have you heard of a vanilla server called Origin Realms? They made a bunch of new blocks and stuff. I'm no way connected to the server, by the way. Just find it cool. Yeah, isn't gosh, who's the one who owns that or runs that? I don't know. I know some YouTubers started it. System Z, is that right? I'm not super familiar with it, but I know System Z. Missed explanation. What is this going to be? Just a path? This is the harbor district, kind of. We have the harbor over there in the industrial side. Like, we got those docks and everything already. But this here is going to be more of, like, the actual full city. Like, this is harbor. This is where, like, the fishermen, the dockyard workers, like, we'll have some pubs down here. We'll have a lot of storage buildings. We'll have a lot of stuff. Okay, so anyways, the reason why I wanted to do this was I want to go 1 2 3 4 5, and then this is where we're going to have the harbor wall coming down. And now we need to stretch this around. And I like how we have this little river coming through here, but I think for the sake of getting more like land to build on, I think we're going to cut this section out. I had originally thought about putting a boat in here, but I think for the sake of getting more space to build, I like the idea of having that kind of boxed off, and then we can go let's shrink it down one. Then we can connect into here. That kind of creates this as another like building location where we can put more houses on. Is that just like too big and bulky coming out in front? Maybe I think it'd be better because then we can do like house. We can have like another. I want to put a crane there, and then we can do like another crane here. Could be good. What's up, Blocky? How you doing? Can you make a Modrenth mod pack with all your mods and texture packs? No, I am not going to. If you join the Discord, the entire mod list I use is pinned in resources, I believe. And if you would like to get my texture pack and all of that, you can become a supporter. Oh, hello. All right, if we just did a direct line there, that's not that bad. We can make that work. Yeah, we'll just go clean this up in game. Use Optifine? I do not. Optifine has been so outdated compared to what you can get with the Fabric Suite for so long. I think I stopped using Optifine before the Nether update came out, or maybe about when the Nether update came out. Okay, so I think we take the entire top block off of here, and I think that'll be better. Let's just keep this all as a level point. That'll work. That's enough space for a harbor in here, I think. First time commenting. I've been watching for 2 years now. I love watching your streams while mapping large areas in Minecraft. Can't wait to see what you build this stream. Hey, thank you. Is it Morgan? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, we should be able to have enough space out here. Dirt is expensive and beachfront property is even more so. Don't worry about adding more buildable area. Raising the property values of the real estate. Yeah, I don't think the property values here are going to be the best. But you never know. Okay, so let's get back into our line tool. Get our orange, red sandstone. Go here. I want to extend like a here to here to here. Can I just like do this to like make the entire beachfront? Or not beachfront. Now you got me going on it. No, let's just do, because that'll be to there, and then we can also take from here. Can I do that? No, that's gonna make a line back to there. Okay. Let's lock that in, and then probably also have we'll have like a smaller little pathway coming from here to here. Let's go a radius of 1. Drop that down a block. Move this guy over. And we can have that. That can be like our little pathway through there. Only me sometimes fret this world is hardcore until you're so close to dying. Yeah, I know. It'll be a sad day. It'll be a sad day. I think that's part of the fun of we're seeing how crazy we can get in a single world, like without ever dying. Like we have 1 totem pop this entire time. Oh, so this is just doing full blocks. We get smooth with some slabs. Nah, I don't want to smooth that.
Pleased to meet you.
We'll hand smooth these as we're going. I'm thinking like we have a little pathway to, I don't know, like to here. Sure, why not? No, because I want this to come all the way down. I like the idea that this like dips. We'll use slabs and stairs. Sure, why not? Put that in there. We're just getting some rough roads in for now. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You get to a point where you can't die unless something really unlucky accident happens. That's true too. That's definitely part of it. I mean, that's a big reason why a lot of hardcore players are able to go for so long. I will say though, I think the difference in what we're doing, or what I've been doing at least, is I haven't. So this is just a brush here to clear foliage, so it gets rid of flowers and everything around here. So just as we're doing stuff, it's just makes it easier to build. But yeah, so the difference that I think for what I've got going on is I still have yet, like I've popped 1 totem the entire time. So the entire time that we have been in the hardcore world, we have only 1 totem popped for all of it, which I think that in itself, like that's pretty nuts. Like that's where like this, I paused this, but this is on day 7,052. So like the real world is another 30-40 days beyond this since I made this creative copy and started messing around with things. And like we've only popped 1 totem. What caused the totem pop? I got somehow glitched and kicked off of a strider while I was in the middle of a lava lake and my elytra bugged. So it's kind of a sad one. It's kind of like not impressive at all that that's what caused the first totem pop in the world, but here we are. That is what it is. Okay, concrete. Let's get orange. We can get red, and we can get, I don't know, yellow. We're using as the wall out there, so I'm trying to think of other ones. Is that like a 5 and a 5? Sure, why not? We will probably change a lot of these. I just want to start shaping out some of the things. The John B, thank you so much for becoming a member. And Kimberly, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Also, Ryan, thank you so much for the 26 months if I didn't catch you. Thank you very much, my dude. So, yeah, we're... Is it also on Twitch? Yeah, we've been multi-streaming. We're doing the multi-stream. I kind of like the idea of having smaller buildings out here. All right, that is not going to work against my old faithful. My old faithful orange concrete. No. Wait, I want to try something. We're gonna do, let's say, how big do we want this guy? So that's a 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do this, and then I want to figure out how to do this, mostly for curiosity's sake. But if we go in here, we say magic tool, we select that, so we get all of the lime, and then we want to go with, what is it? You cut it, and then you unlock rotation. Yeah, I understand. And then we can kind of start curving it ever so slightly.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, let's go back to the full. There we go. Now we have the full. We want to go here, and we want to turn it so it's like kind of occupying this space. And then let's... Sure. We're going to do that. Going, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate it. And then let's just get rid of that guy. And sure, that's going to be that building. And then in here, we can kind of just say that this is also going to be a building. Or some sort of work yard. I don't know. We'll just cover that for now. Is it worth getting into Axiom? I tried it once and it was pretty hard to use. I'm loving it. I'm still figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. But I do have a lot of experience when it comes to like Blender and those things, and it's fairly similar to that, so I'm enjoying it a lot. It's an interesting shape to work with, at least. Yeah, I think if we can make things fit the roads better, that'll be really cool. Like, if we can get all this stuff to fit the roads that we're making, we can make it look a little bit more natural. Let's see. This would probably come to here. Basically, when I'm getting the material list before we bring this over, if there's smooth red sandstone on something, it means we missed something. Because if we want a boat, like, being able to stop here, we're definitely going to need to take this back. So that's why that, like, big opening there is going to do it. I am still on the side where I like to... Oh, geez. Oops. Control Z. My zoom command's, like, taking over it. What is it? Schmear? Yeah. Oh, dang it. And then we can bring the harbor wall down a block. Guess I could have done that before. Save some time. That's okay. Because then we have a little bit of a difference to it. And then once we get out here, it's going to go back up. I'm using the vanilla keybinds because I figured it'd be better to learn those. Yeah, this mod is called Axiom. Axiom, for those that are curious. It's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it a lot. I mean, we've been here for like 45 minutes. So like I'm still getting used to it, but we got the roads figured out there. We got this whole chunk of land cleared out. We got like a temporary cliff face in mind. I think what I would like to do is, I know for a fact that like, how can we clear terrain? What's like a decent way of just like pushing terrain back? Melt. Ah. This is a cool part of it. This I love. This you can just like, and then it'll take it all out. So I don't want to be taking things out by like the big box shape that we were doing, like the select area and delete. Like I don't really want to be doing that. So we're just going to push it back slightly. Okay. That looks better. Does it work for Bedrock? I do not believe so. My guess is it is a Java only mod. Yeah, that definitely cleared the space out here. Because I want to open this valley up even more. You should tell Pix about this tool. He knows about it. I'm just going to pin a message. fWhip is using the Axiom mod today for building. We're just going to pin that. And I will do it in Twitch chat too. fWhip is using the Axiom mod today for building. Because every other question so far is people asking what mod I'm using. Okay, there we go. Now it's pinned. We're good. We're chilling. Because what I want to do is basically taking... I'm trying to think how to do this best. And current thought is we need to get this wall in. And it needs to go up there. And it needs to like be moving out this way. Because we need to, well, one, I want to like pivot it to like here. Let's see. Is this just like a schmear? For the people who know Axiom that are in chat right now, is this like the best way to do it? I'm sure this is a way to do it, but is this like... Have you ever made like a cold beach? I'm thinking about making one of my survival. I kind of go with like a use stack. Okay. Is that here? Oh, because then it'll keep its shape. Thank you. That makes more sense. No, we don't want to use stack. That is not what we want to use. Do you also read Twitch chat? I do. Yeah, it's all turned into one chat on my screen. I was wondering what you think I should build in my hardcore world. I take quite a lot of inspiration from you. I've even revamped an entire village with custom pathways. I always like trading between big build project and like technical farm, so I can like get resources to help with more build projects. So if you haven't done a farm for a while, you could do a farm. Schmear looks like the right tool for the job. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go to here. Confirm confirm that. And then I want to grab... How wide do I make these towers? I don't think that's the right shape for it. How wide did I make these?
Keep it real.
Ah, yes, another terraforming project.
Yeah. All right, so it's a 5, 1, 5. And that's easy, and we can just bulk it out at the base. So what I want to do is use this as a way to kind of move it over. 1. That's 6. So we can do that. That'll be a tower right there. Best way to get a mending book? Fishing. No, not fishing. Okay, how do I then make this taller? Okay, so we got the box select. And then how do I like... I guess I know what I could do here. We don't want it. I don't think that's what we do in that mode. We go to... Nope. We go here. Best way to get a mending book is obviously just villager trading. Alright, so we're just going to lift that guy up for now. Get him in place. Tell that to Grian. I don't think Grian was going for the best way to do that. If y'all think Grian was trying to do that for the best way, no. Grian was trying to do that of the, I'm stubborn as heck and I'm going to do it this way. And how do I know that's for sure? Because if I had committed to something like that, I also would have done it. And all I've really caught on from all of the mutual friends we have is that he and I have very similar brains when it comes to being stubborn and doing things in games. Okay, so we know the pattern for the wall. We want to bring that over here. Also, by the way, something that I am playing around with, y'all are going to hate me for this, but I want to get rid of all of the base stones in here, and I want to change them for tough. Like I want to do this. I'll just show y'all here. Actually, that'd be kind of like it. Maybe we could leave the cobble. We could leave the cobble. And we'll have to figure out something else in there to merge it all a little bit better together. I think it's just going to look so much better. Maybe we take all of... Green would probably be too much. The andesite could all just... Well, the andesite could become stone. So we're just basically shifting everything. I think there's just too much noise going on in this right now.
Pleased to meet you.
Or we could do deep slate. But deep slate might be a little too dark. Because it could be like... That's pretty dark. But I do kind of like the contrast of it. We do already have basalt in there, so it's not like we're getting... Ooh, I kind of like that. It's definitely a lot more noisy. It's definitely not as smooth. New block must use phase. I'm projecting I'm in this phase. Acacia wood, not the orange part. Yeah, we have some acacia over here. We could do some more. Or, because y'all absolutely seem to love when I did this. The new coral, or not the new corals. Coral seems to go really, really well with tough. I like it a lot together. Yeah, this is when I was trying to like really emulate different stains and things in builds. Like I was going through a phase of like really overdoing like erosion in builds when I was doing this. So we could do something like that. That kind of looks pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, we're probably going to end up with something along that line. I think it just being a little darker is going to make the city pop more. And right now, it's just there's just so much going on with it. The coral is a lot texturally. Yeah, I'm more thinking of like when we're back here, though. Is the coral still a lot texturally, you know? Like when we're like down to here-ish. You can't really tell. Like when you're taking it all in together, I think it's fine. Possibility of season 3 on Empires. No plans right now. As the same as last time. No plans right now. Oh, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we would go up to 11, right? Well, that does bring it to be a 1 block taller, so I will actually take that. I like that.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, so this is where things are going to get a little interesting, because I want this. Come out to here. And then we'll do another tower. SOS Season 2. I think SOS Season 2 could be a potential, but nothing is thought about right now. Y'all, I don't know what our next SMP is going to be. There's been absolutely zero talk that I have been aware of another SMP coming, so yeah, I literally got nothing for you. I got absolutely nothing for you. Okay, let's tear this train out a little bit more.
There wasn't more green plus goblin fWhip in the Empire/HC crossover, but I know you were both busy with, well,
yeah, that was kind of the bummer of it. Of Green and I like spent so much time planning things beforehand that we didn't actually talk outside of like, hey, we're doing this plan thing when we were. Oh, that's all taking up there. Where was that erode tool that I was using? Yeah, we literally like I don't think we did anything together outside of wasn't it Milt? Oh, it's because my selection is up there. No. Oh, geez. How do you just... Oh, enter. Yeah, so we didn't really do anything at all when we were working on stuff together. Actually, let's go here. Let's go to tool masks. And let's go to knot and put in concrete and red sands. Nope. Block. And then we can do that as a block in here too. Dang it. Not block that. Let's just do, okay. Then we're not going to tear out what I've been doing. And then can I put another knot in? And then is this how you do it? I thought you could... I thought you could like change these together. Like I thought you could just do like stack them into the same, but maybe not. Nope, that's definitely not. It's not knotting. Can you only knot one block at a time? Oh, wait. This? Ah. Okay, so then if we control Z, we can get back the red sandstone. No, it's still doing it. Oh, I think I want to do an ore. Just get rid of all of it. Get it all out of here. Or this is, I feel like, the thing that... Why? And the slabs? Well, I think it just takes by parent type. You can't put... I guess.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, chat, what am I doing wrong? You all know this. Some of you know this, I'm sure. Carter, thank you for becoming a member. No, you'd have to define the slabs in this instance. Okay, thank you. But otherwise, am I doing it right? Do I have to put knots on every single one of them? Well, I don't want the stairs, so we can actually get rid of the stairs. Do you have to do a separate knot for every single? It looks like there's only one node it can have in there. What's that do? Type any. Yeah, okay. We'll find out. Yeah, this is experimentation day. No, why did it do that? What the heck? What the heck did I do? Put the ore inside the knot. Not. Ah, there we go. We did it in reverse. Okay. You do have to use knot for each, and I think you want a knot or... Yeah, okay. There we go. I think I want my... And then I think I'm going to come back in and just smooth it. We're going to build over the top a lot of this. So it's fine. Let's just hide that. Yeah, I think that's actually a good line to take it at. That's okay. Actually, I want to be in there again. Path tool. And then do I have to get rid of this? Or will this... No, I actually don't want the path tool. Shape tool, right? Okay, we can get rid of that mask. I'm like one of those people that if there's a menu open, I'm like, I can't see anything beyond it. Because I want to bring this up so it's like kind of the city wall is going to be resting along the cliff. Like, that's not a bad start here. This is just plotting in the like the general shape for now. We will come back in and change things and actually detail it. Once your cliffs are going, just fiddle with smooth and roughen. Do I need to fill behind it, or can you smooth and roughen like on a single block plane? Actually, I think I want this to like level down for a minute, because then we're gonna come back over here. And I've been wanting to do this for a super long time. Of this is gonna come forward, and let's just get some general points in. Give ourselves some more. No music, it's just quiet. I'm pleased that the ore is inclusive rather than exclusive. Yeah. Makes it nicer. Okay, so we're bringing this forward. Bring you forward. Maybe add this way a little. No, I don't like that. So it seems to have like a math hierarchy of like which ones it attaches to, which is pretty sweet.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay. Because I want this to like come forward and come out, right? Is there a way to add a sub point? Like, can I add like another point right in here? I can. You just right click. Amazing. Who would have thought? Wow. I can do another one right there. Oh, you can. Dang, dude. Who would have thought? Who would have thought they prepared for? Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely going to want to... Oh, we did the thing. Oh, I don't like the thing. Why are we doing... What are we doing? Why are we connecting up to the top? Do I have to click there and then do a sub point? I guess this is where we can come back in and smooth. Why is that? Like, one block over changes so much. Kind of first time chatter. I haven't watched your hardcore streams since you spent them on filling caves with torches. Dude, that's been a long time since we've done that. Imagine you had this when building the OG mountains. For real. I will say, though, I don't want to fully replace survival terraforming. I get a lot of joy out of terraforming and survival. So, like, I don't want to fully replace that. All right, I think this is enough of a distance along here for where I want to take that. Maybe we want to actually, like, move it up a little bit more. I think up could be better. So the reason why this is here is because y'all have heard me talk about I want to make the foliage school, the fWhip Foliage University, and the city wall is going to go all the way out to here and then up to here, and we're basically going to be building the entire university up here. Like this whole section on the top is going to be where the university sits. So the idea is that I wanted to get more building space for that so we could spread it out more. So the road can come up here, and then our university is going to be sitting up there on the edge of the city. So that's kind of like the general plan right now. And I think this right here, that cliff face, that's going to be pretty cool.
Okay. I bless you in this mysterious endeavor, sir. Low less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
Ray, thank you for the dono. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in. Good to have you. All right, we'll do this. Remember to clear backups in Axiom. Backups? Do they make a bunch of backups? How you doing? Glad to catch a live stream. Alucard, welcome on in. The fWhip Foliage Bloom University. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Sister loves you. Well, tell her I said hello. We will most likely bring this in with Light Manica, yeah. That would be the goal. If we like the result we have here, we will bring it all in with Light Manica. Okay, for testing's sake, because we're not too committed to this yet, what happens if I smooth? I think my tool mask is there a way to keep your mask in here? I guess I could like save it as a preset, but we can set that up again. No, it gets rid of it. All right, so y'all who are like, oh, just smooth it. How do I smooth? Just don't want fWhip to overwork himself with these projects. Oh, this is not something that we're tackling tomorrow. The harbor here, I would like to, I think in an upcoming video, I would like to like do to here. Like get like this road in. Maybe we'll get the bridge going across. We can start figuring that out right now. What flavor are we drinking today? Peach vibe. I opened a new pack of Celsius today, and I just like took from the front of it without realizing that I just grabbed all the same flavors. So I've been drinking this one for like 5 days, and I'm so done with it. It's not bad. Like, it's good. I'm just like, I need a new flavor, man. I feel like we want like a wider road here going for the bridge. Do y'all think drawbridge is the way to go? Like, do we think a drawbridge here would look cool? I feel like a drawbridge will look bad. We also need to figure out what this is. So maybe we just don't. Maybe we just like creative copy says we're gonna figure out the bridge later. And maybe that can be I build everything over there and I do the terraforming survival because we'll just lop all that off. I'm not going to do that in creative. That to me is a why don't you just do this in survival? Okay, so that's a 5 wide and that would be 7 blocks right there. Yes. That'd be 7. I don't want to just be playing the game in creative and then rebuilding in survival. Like that is very much something I don't want to do. So I'm not trying to like over plan here, but I do want to get something that. Nope, that is wrong. I do want to get something that I'm like excited to work on. Like I feel like this is a project that I've been trying to get going and I just have not found the right way to start tackling it. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so that's going to be where our gate bridge goes in and that'll take it across and we'll figure that out. Behind you camera, you have a list of the last list on your last update. This Axiom, it consumes memory of computer. Wait, what? Oh, it's only 3 megabits right now. That's fine. That's okay. Okay, let's take you. And we're just going to stack going straight down here. And maybe... Yeah, it can be a long straight line. That's okay. Are the plans to widen the river so the drawbridge would still work? Not to mention you can use drawbridges for any size river. Just a matter of letting ships pass under. Yeah. I don't think the plan is to make the river go back very much further. If anything, I think it could be cool as we're expanding the cliff up here to connect like that body of water to this body of water and create a lake like out here. But I'm not going to commit to that yet. So I think for now, we will say that this is just a regular stone bridge. Like, and no boats can go past it. But we'll make it taller. So, like... I don't know. Let's plot it out for now. Okay, so we can have our foundations coming down to here. Actually, I can just design one side and then copy it over. Hee hee. Let's bring it up 4 blocks. So that's 3 blocks there. And that's a 4 block. And then this would be... It's not super tall, but like you could get a small boat underneath that. So maybe let's actually... Let's go up another 2 blocks. I'm okay. I want this to be grand. And we can have just like a ramp leading up. Like that's not much of a climb right there. And if we were to take here to there. You can add mirror in Axiom. Yeah. You can create symmetry out of the top, but we don't need to do that. I think something like that could work. And then we can clone this. Rotate him. And he will go to there. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fun. I think that'd be cool. And then let's also go with, we want to clone this whole guy. Make it a little thicker. I guess I actually wanted to clone that. And then we can clone this entire thing. And that will come across to there. Can't wait to see this build when it's finished. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that happens. Germ, if you're still in here, I completely blame you if I lose all productivity and don't get videos done for a while. I'm just like, ooh, I could plan everything. You should try designing a set of locks or boats to go in and out of the lake, like the Ballard locks. That could be fun, and I feel like those did exist back in ye olden times. So maybe. We're going to take this, and we are going to rotate. I think that'll be enough rotate. And it's just going to, for now, it's just going to sit right to here. I accept that. Thank you. Yeah, that'll be our bridge when we're working on it. And who the heck knows how it's going to go. Let's see. Can I do like a super fine path tool, like right to here? We turn into some smooth red sandstone, use slabs and stairs. We're going to bring ourselves into the middle here. I'm assuming there's a better way to do this, but I want to bring it across to there. Now we're going to take this up to there. I'm still getting to grips with the camera. I feel like that is one that I'm like having to use left click and everything for it to move around. We're just going to take it to there for now. Mostly because I just want it to be like a solid underneath. So we'll do that.
Pleased to meet you.
And then we can kind of see how dark it'll be under, which it'll work itself out as we're going. Actually I shouldn't. Let's go Z. Sorry. We'll do this for now, and then we'll like decorate it all later. That's a little thick, but that's okay. Maybe we can go boop and a boop. Does Axiom require a good computer? It doesn't seem too intensive so far. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. If we take our shape tool And we go to here. No, I did the thing again. I did the thing again. Oh, I'm going to regret this so much. I might like... Okay. I accidentally... Because Blender, for me, my hotkey was always middle mouse button, was what I used to turn, as in terms of rotating around the thing like this. And so I keep accidentally middle mouse button grabbing the grass block, and then like it just drags, and whatever you landed on replaces everything with it. And I haven't figured out like the way to like get out of the get out of that mode. Okay, so if I want to fill this entire space in here with something, how can I make it just like fill all of the lines? Because I want to... How do I... Oh, I guess we can go tool mask. Replace... Let's go block. Let's go air blocks. Let's go block. We're going to go stone. Dirt. And grass. That'll be good. And then I'm going to change my active material here to, let's just go with, I don't know, we'll just do a wool. Make it something that I will probably never build with. But that's replacing the... Huh. Would that replace the green? It shouldn't replace the green, right? Am I doing something wrong in how I'm creating this mask again? Because to me, that would say a mask over here. Is the city of Path the city he's been working on for a while now, or is this a new city? This is the city. So this is, if you've seen all of these things. Like this is the city. This is just the new harbor that we're working on down here underneath the city. All right, I can fix those little tweaks if we need to. So let's just send that. Oh, it didn't replace it. Lovely. Great. Fantastic. So then if I want to start smoothing things, then I need to come down here and fill what's underneath it, right? We'll just do this by hand. To me, I feel like a harbor district, like the harbor area, is gonna be a piece of land that they basically created. I don't like everything being flat. Like this right here, fWhip brain no like. But it's gonna be covered in buildings and everything, so I feel like I'm okay with it being flat for now. You know? Because, like, let's be honest, probably that's gonna come through there. Everything that we're putting in right now is just placeholders for those who are jumping in. Everything you're seeing is just a placeholder block. All of these are going to be changed. There's no official updated version of Lightmatica for 121. Yeah, the dev who makes Lightmatica has said that they do not want to do it right now. But that being said, somebody else has updated it, and this apparently has happened in the past before. I'm not super familiar with it, but I will say the dev who is like working on it and like updating it on behalf of the dude, like they're doing a good job. And it works. Okay, I want to bring this out to here. And then we're going to take another one and probably just extend it back this way. Make it a little bit skinnier. And then I'm also going to take another one that's going to be that skinnier route. And that's going to go to here. And then it's going to go like right along the edge. Maybe we do it like back to here. And do like that. And then now we just need to go and clean up those dang stairs. Where'd you get the different light, Matica? You can get it. Jewel posted a link to it in our Discord and the supporter channels in there. I don't. They have a GitHub you can go to and get the download. All right, let's try this. I want mostly just because I want to see it. All right, so we've got green wool. I could probably have done it in this time, but we'll figure this out. Flood fill. Is this? Oh, geez. Okay. Yep. All right, so that did work. Updating mods between Minecraft versions is an annoying process. Oh, it's so annoying. I'm like finally almost done with all of my mods, and I'm like, I never want to do this again. Missed a stare at the way end. It's fine. We'll figure it out as we're going. I know like realistic side would say, okay, yeah, we're probably just gonna open that to there. Like have all these slabs to make it really realistically smooth. But I don't really like the idea of like big long slab stretches if I can help it, because it kind of limits on the blocks you can use, seeing as not everything has a slab or a stair. Yeah, so we're a little worried. My whole world corrupted when I updated with mods. Yeah, I only use performance mods. Like I don't use any mod for Minecraft that like sorry, I'm thinking. I don't use any mods that add anything to the game. Like they're only like every single mod that I use, you could go onto a server with and use, minus Axiom. And Axiom is the same thing. Like if you went onto a server with world edit, if they didn't have world edit, you couldn't use it. But yeah, so that's like a big thing for me is every mod that I do use is something that is purely for making the game run smoother. Because I like vanilla. Like I don't need mods that add all like the big fancy things. Like, I don't need create to enjoy playing Minecraft. Just as an example, not throwing hate or anything towards create. It's a really cool mod, but like I just don't need it. I kind of wanted like a little staircase that's gonna come down along here. I think that could be cool. Let's take you and just send you far back that way. We'll just do like something along here. We can fix it up later. I guess we're one too low on all of that, so that's okay. We can actually get rid of these. And then let's take that shape tool. That's just gonna perfectly fill that in. Woo! I like that. Maybe you use copper grates as sewer covers. I don't like that you can see through them. I feel like a copper trap door could be a good top for a little sewer cover. But I don't like copper grates. I like copper grates as windows. Like, that is the only thing I really use copper grates for at this point. It's just windows. I just love them as windows. They're perfect. I'm trying to use copper trap doors more too, because I was so excited for them, and then I saw the recipe originally, and I was like, no way. And now I'm like, wait, no, the recipe's better. I could use them again. Sorry, I kept seeing that from the distance, and I was like, there's a missing block there. Okay. So, we want to reserve space here for a crane. Probably like a 5x5 something, and then like a mechanism they can use for turning, so they'll probably need like that. Like, that's probably the space we need for a crane. So, with that in mind, I have a crane design that I love using. I really want to design a new crane, because I feel like I used the same one every single time, and I made it like 5 years ago and just been updating it. So I'm thinking we actually need to give them that much space for the crane here. Oh, it's 1DT. So in this city, will you add another factory, or will it be a decorative city? Sorry, I had to crack my knuckles. Most of the things in this city have a purpose. This city is my storage room. If you really want to get into it, like, that's pretty much what this city is. Color storage there, foliage storage there, dirts, gravels, grasses, muds, everything are in there. The quarry connected to the city is where all my stones are stored. Lumber is all stored out there in the lumber mill. The only real decorative part of the city, I guess, is the top. Like, there's not too much going on in here. We have pumpkin and melon farm in there. We have all the different types of animals that you can ride are all in there, that you can get in survival. I still need to finish that this cliff. Maybe once we get like this thing and have a style defined down here, then we can use that to come back in up there. And then like we have the glass factory in there, but like this is a too tall flower farm right there. All of the armor trims are in that building. This right there is the lava farm. We've got a dripstone farm in there. We've got a giant bamboo farm in there. We have a mangrove tree farm in there. We have the copper aging facility underneath there. We have glow lichen and hanging root farms in there. We have a clay farm in here. We have a mud farm in there. We have the kelp farm in here. Dried kelp farm. It will cook everything will grow up here, break down, and then it'll come automatically up to here where you can see it's already smelting down. I think I need to probably, yeah, it's definitely out of storage. I need to fix this. I want to change this up and put an auto crafter. I'm gonna put a note for that in my. I'm working on a video plan for an episode where I want to go around and auto craft everything, like upgrade every single farm that we have and turn them all into auto crafters. This is exactly what I love about your world, fWhip. Everything is perfect. Yeah, it's main reason why. It's one of the main reasons that keeps me playing Minecraft is building stuff with a purpose. I will admit, I'm struggling a bit right now with the current build project I took on because I'm having a hard time putting like a meaningful purpose behind it. So like I'm not having the most fun on the project, which is a bummer. I think we're gonna take this guy back to here. So that'd be 5, but that's a really tiny house. Maybe we could bring just the 5 back and then he can kind of go along here. So would that be... But then like take this extra 5 here so that we can make the roofs make sense. And that kind of cuts this off into a little quaint back area where maybe we could do like it could have its own little road coming in. Little like footpath behind the buildings. So we'd have like one roof there, and then like another roof attaching. So this could be like a 3-story, and that could be like a 2-story. Or the armadillo farm can work for their drops and make dog armor. Yeah, I'm not super set on getting an armadillo farm set up yet. Also, I think I've been in the zone and have missed quite a few things. Hubeyer, thanks so much for the 3 months. The mod I use for the water effects, if you're still in here, is called Wakes. It's not updated to 1.21 yet, though, unfortunately. Frank, thank you so much for the 28 months. From Drawbridge, you'll need a road into the new cliff wall and up to the university level and a tunnel. I want the university only accessible from within the city. It's going to kind of be like a fortified palace that's been refitted into a university is the idea. So we'll see how that goes. Miss Purple, thank you so much for the 4 months. Making some strawberry muffins right now. Ooh, I'm jealous of that. Gibson, thank you so much for the 9 months. Will you make a third big city like Path or Papyrus, or and will his name also start with a P? Apparently that's the theme. Or Osama, thank you so much for the 21 months. Another month here. Keep you an awesome whip. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the support, my friend. Doesn't matter. You can still do hardcore survival world. Do Bed Wars then. I mean, if you know me, I don't think I've ever played Bed Wars outside of MCC. The city of Pickle. Yeah, we can have Path, Papyrus, Pointy Rock, Dripstone City. That's what we're going for. Okay, I like this. And then here we can have 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. This can be like a bigger guy. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Let's bring it back one. We can have a little way behind there. A little backyard section. We can do like a tree or something. Rusty, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Thank you. And good luck on getting through all that. I feel for you. I created a crane and shared it in your Discord, wondering if I could ping you. Did you put it in the poster builds? I can take a look. Or where did you put it? Please don't ping me, but just let me know where you post things, and I can always take a second to look at them. Once we get into the more detailing things, I do appreciate ideas. I thought this would be kind of a fun one to like plan and like show a lot of stuff on stream, because I probably won't be building this for a long time. This is all the stuff that I want to like get my brain around and really tackle and everything. Backyard garden. Yeah, I want to give backyard gardens and little workspaces out here. I don't want the place just to be city house. I think a lot of the charm and what we've been able to build so far is that there are a lot of little elements back in here where they have a random little potato garden and a tree growing in their backyard. Or we have just extra space to add more details to it other than just house walls connecting to house walls. Like this, I love this stretch here. This looks so cool in my opinion. But I think my favorite part of it is that like back here, we just have their like backyard workspaces. Like I think these are so fun. Where we just have like a little candle potion cellar or something going on here. And I want to keep that theme going throughout, because over here we have, this is going to be a little playground for the kids in the school, and then they got a little garden along the walkway and everything. So like we have this random little opening here between all the buildings that got turned into like just a little stable or like a work area or a little shed and everything. Having your version of an urbanized garden space as the every 100-day special. Yeah. What age or time period is your city and world set at large set? It's a fantasy world. There's not any real time period or anything that's being set up right now. I think the most accurate would be if you've honestly, if you've played World of Warcraft, those are basically the fantasy rules that I'm existing by. Like the different fantasy races that so far we have only really introduced dwarves, but the dwarves are very much like a steampunky technical society. So they're able to kind of bring those skills and harness that and bring it into, and then share that kind of steampunky knowledge of how to make machines with the city, because they're fairly close and then they're connected and everything. So like the Dwarven district over here, we definitely have more steampunky elements too. Like there's a lot of machineries, there's big smokestacks coming out of it, but like the classic buildings is just, it's honestly your classic like Minecraft medieval, but trying to make it a little bit like fancier and ornate, I guess. There are some builds and there's some places in here, like I like this street looking around at it, but I also think the buildings are a little too far spread apart in my opinion. I kind of wish this building and this path was like moved over like a block or two to make it a little bit more, honestly just the building move forward a block or two I think would have been cool. But I'm going off the lore that they had to work with the terrain that they had, which is why there's so many like hills and everything. So they filled in as many buildings as they could. But then like we do have a lot of open spaces along these, and then like the canal is pretty open, and yeah. What's the idea underneath the purple blocks? We'll probably have more houses, just shorter houses on this side here. We can add some like cave storage rooms to where like they could have like a big storehouse in here that would be so like they could have a big storeroom back in here for, because that would be pretty common to be honest. Back in older medieval worlds and everything and societies, like they didn't have refrigerators, and the best place to store goods when it's warm weather is deep underground because it's colder. So we can add like storerooms inside of the cliffs that they can use, and just like to put some goods away. A sleeping stone dragon. I don't think a dragon in the middle of the city really makes sense for what I'm going for, but you could do it. Okay, let's take our shape tool. Let's take it to here. Oh, let's go like that. Bring it over a little. And we'll just fill that in. Why not? All right, and then if I were to take flood, fill, and then we can just like, is this gonna fill everywhere? I don't know. Let's try it. Ew, I don't. I think there's a leak. I think there's gonna be a leak in the matrix. It looks like it's going all the way over there. How's that getting out? Does it get out? So I did like... Did that get out everywhere? It did. Does it not obey the walls that we have set? I'm trying to think of where there's a wall that's open, and it might honestly just be like right here somehow. Does that connect? Yeah, it's connecting right through here. That's funny. All right. Now it should work. No? I missed something again? Oh, I think I know where it is. Are you using Axiom? I am, yes. No, because we got this. How the heck this getting out? I don't know, man. I just wanted to fill. I just wanted to fill it all. Is it like leaking out under here and coming back up or something? You could build a huge mob farm with autocrafters and new papyrus. Yeah. I do want to build a mob farm in New Papyrus. I think that'd be fun, mostly as like an ode back to, hey, when we built the original Papyrus in building with fWhip, like that was the mob farm. That was all of my mob farm goodies came from there. So I thought that could be kind of a fun one to do again, but we'll see. Our crane is a little old from 18 days ago. If you look getting out of my comfort zone from I don't want to scroll for it right now, but if you did put in post your builds, you can always just put a note on it again. Just put like a little like update or something like that, and it will actually move it to the top. Don't do it all the time, but if you are trying to share something, go for it and do it now. I'm not sure if this is what's causing the issue, but we're just going to do this now because I need to do it anyways. And then all of this right here, I'm just going to erase. Easy. And then we're just going to erase all of this. I'm sure it's going to take the water too. And then, yep, that's a... Ooh, how did I do this? Oh no. Oh, I accidentally moved it this way, didn't I? That's annoying. Whatever, we'll fill it back in. I'm sure there's a better way to fill in water, but I don't know it. Thoughts on coleslaw, like the food? It's okay. It's pretty mid. That should fill it all in. Because that right there, if we think we're doing this, and then we will have some like dock space. I want to keep it consistent with what we had over here. So this is like, we've already got the design, so we'll keep with that already. So it's 4 blocks and then a thing. And we want to make sure that we have space to build on. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do this guy coming down. So like we are going to be losing a pretty decent amount of space, but that's... And we'll need to get a staircase or whatever to get down to here, but... That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I watched this series from the beginning over the last few weeks. I love it. Even paused watching Ethos Let's Play as I was enjoying yours so much. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. But make sure you go watch Ethos, though. Ethos got some good stuff. What he's been doing in the end with that storage room, nuts. I don't comprehend. But it looks cool. Yeah. You should build a huge owl that lives in your end tree or the main tree in the overworld. The all knowledgeable owl. The way the fog's hitting it right now looks like almost there's like a light ray coming down right there, and it's really cool. Okay, and how many blocks apart did I do this? Every 5. Okay, so that's gonna be real annoying. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry if there's fan sounds coming in today, by the way. It's the summertime. It's getting spicy. A little warm. Not actually that bad today. Today's pretty chill. Let me open my window again. Those guys are gone. Don't really hear any fan sounds. I can hear it like in the... Whenever I'm talking, I can hear the little white noise coming through, but maybe... Because I can hear my own voice at a very, very low volume just to make sure it's sounding clear. But maybe OBS is getting rid of that before sending it. But in the raw audio, it's there. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're so close to getting to the longer stretch here. Just go back and finish these down. I don't want this to be anything too crazy. Like, I'm not planning to come back in and texture this up too much, because there's gonna be boats blocking it. We're gonna have crates on top of it, all that good stuff. Next hardcore episode tomorrow. Yeah, there's new hardcore episode dropping tomorrow. We are hardcore episode this week, and then next week is actually just because I want to do something just fun. So there's gonna be a video coming out that Sid is actually in, my wife. So yeah, next week there will be a fun one-off video. It's goofy. It's very goofy. It's funny though. Wow, we mathed out perfectly. Look at that. That is some good old math right there. Excited to finally catch a live. I always have to watch the VOD afterwards. Hey, welcome in, Mama Meg. In reality, owls are stupid, so this is fun that we think they're intellectual. Yeah, it's pretty funny that they're like the smart thing, the wise owl. Okay, I like how that's kind of... I really like the shape of the cliff. We're gonna add... I think there's the... What is this? The rock tool? And you can go with... You can kind of just do these guys and... Let's see. So what you can do here to kind of break it up that I've been seeing... I've been wanting to try is you can basically just come out like through here. You can add some extra elements to just like make it a little bit thicker. So I thought we could just kind of do this. And this could kind of give like a pretty natural looking cliff face elements. It'll really bulk it up for sure, but that's okay, because then we're gonna get rid of a lot of like the mathematical, just like the line mapping and everything that we had down below. I kind of like some of that showing through at the base. We can have a little bit more on the top here, like something like that. I like that. That's kind of fun. Maybe we need to make it not so like consistent, because it's kind of giving like every few blocks we have a big gap, so we can break away from that here a little bit more. We'll come back in and always do some hand smoothing and everything too, but I love that you can like visualize it before you finish. So you can already see if you're gonna like it or not. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. And just like that, we have our cliff. We need a texture and everything. Is the bluish purple going to be a stone wall or mountain edge? All the purple concrete out there is going to be that's going to be a cliff face. Solitude from Skyrim, and I'm loving it. A little inspired by Solitude, yeah. Not like directly, but like indirectly, if that's been in my brain for a long time. I know what you're talking about. You want to add rots of old trees somewhere in underground city? Oh, like this tree, like some old like broken parts of that guy down. Also, Saphir, thanks so much for the 15 months. Been a member for over a year now. Excited for the rest of my second. I really appreciate that. Fwhip uwu right back at you. Uwu's in chat. Love you, Logan. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Captures the vibe really well. Yeah, I've had the idea for like since I came up with the university idea like 8 months ago, 9 months ago, something like that. I think they meant roots. Yeah, we could do something like that. Have some roots poking out from the big guy. It would make sense. But I've been wanting to do this like big old, just like grand edition, extending it outwards. And because I want the university to be big, but then we were running out of space. Like it was going to be very nudged up against the cliff. So obviously the best way to do it is to give ourselves more space. It's Minecraft after all. So we're just kind of going through and getting in that space that we needed. Get rid of that. Oh, right. We were in the middle of this. I'm not sure what I want to do there yet, so we'll just leave it for now. Not everything needs to have an answer right now. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it. Fairly certain he got the person after me, but missed mine. Oh, May. May, did I miss your 17 months? No, I wrote that. I read that out. I think. Time for this again. Been a fantastic 17 months. Oh, I'm so sorry if I did miss it, but May, I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, you've been around the community for so long here. Really appreciate it. Apologies if I missed you. Was not intentional. Don't remember me reading it. Yeah. Sometimes a lot of things come in. Horse stable for the entrance to the city. That could be good to do a stable right here because we don't have one inside. Because I think right there is too small. And also being right up against the wall, I feel like that is kind of taking away from the fortification of the city, which we also haven't been consistent on the walls, seeing as the wall ends here and then the city just kind of builds out that way. So the walls are kind of just decorative, but maybe they're relying on the big steep mountains. So like the fortress out there, and then, but then they'd have the whole open waterway and everything. So who knows? Maybe we need to put a little like guard outpost here with like a little, so like once you're coming up off the docks, once you leave the docks, you have to go through some sort of like a portcullis. That could work. We could do something along those lines. But this right here, that's probably not going to be a thing. Like, we probably won't do a building here. I'm thinking just like a few smaller decorative trees or something like that could work. But I like the idea of a stable, so because we could do like a entrance into there, and do something like this, and then they could have like a bigger barn here. So that brings it to 9. So that's already 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll just extend it over. That works. Yeah, so that can be a little stable there. I like that. Whoever had that idea, sorry I didn't read your name, but thank you so much. And then they could even have just like some horse area back here. Like you can either pay big money to get your horse inside the stable there, or you just kind of corral them in the back, you know? Like they can just chill. Be locked in somewhere, but maybe they don't have their own stall. Looks like if Solitude and Whiterun had a baby. A very big baby. Oh no, how did we do that? I misclicked. Oh no. Let's go. Can we just lasso select? And we delete? Oh no. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Or is it? I don't know. Donkeys? Excuse get the fastest donkey. That could be, but probably all these builds that we have planned right now, like the shapes, like those are all going to be one episode. And I am not also going to breed the fastest donkey in that same episode. I do want to do that, though. That we might start doing on streams. Because I want to include it and show it in a video, but I don't know what to, like, do on top of that. Because we don't need a second racetrack right now. We barely used the first one, so I'm not going to build a second. But I do want to rework the first one. But the rework for the first one is very big. So, yeah. So I kind of want to get this, like, here. Let's see. Tool masks, not purple concrete. Or red concrete. You build an oil press for the donkeys in your new farming region. Oh, so they can have like something to go around. All right, so we need to bring this cliff up a little bit more potentially. What would it be if we just did like to there? Like how... I'm okay with that. Do some manual touch-ups. This alone is gonna take so many stupid hours to get rid of all of the blocks to be able to even start building. Oh. fWhip and soccer, my favorite combo. I've been trying to keep up to date on some of the games happening, but I'll be honest, I have not been watching too many. One of my buddies keeps being like, have you watched the game today? And I'm like, No, but what cool things happened? And then I get all the info and it's great. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's go to the purple concrete and get our rock tool. And we're going to say, don't do that. And we can do... Yeah, we don't need no stinking... Oh, I did the wrong thing. Control Z. Can we not bring it up? Thank you. Yeah, we're going to do like a little rock coming up for where the tower is. Yeah, that'll be kind of fun. Give it a little bit more like substance around the tower itself. Every time we go over to their house, he has the games on, and I'm just like, I like instantly get glued to watching whichever one is on, but then I'm like, yeah, just get home. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't bother. I like that. I think this is pretty cool. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we don't want radius 1. Let's just manually smooth this ourselves.
Keep it real.
For coffee, or tea, heart.
Or Celsius. Joe, thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate it. Thank you. Always appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Okay. We're just going to leave that up there, and when inspiration strikes for what we want it to be, we'll figure it out. But I'm thinking right here, like a rock kind of from there, and then a rock kind of coming. I'm going to just run, before I create the light Matica, I'm just going to run one big hollow command, like select the area, and then just go, and hollow. I guess I need to install World Edit to do that. So there's one use for World Edit still. Fine. You get one World Edit, okay? But that's it. And then... that'll do. Actually, I would like to go... do that. We get rock. Look at the rock. All I'm saying is that eventually the view from the city here is gonna be really sick. Like, what, you can't see the cliff because it's behind my face, but like, look how tiny that bridge looks, and that to the top of the red there is 9 blocks above water, and then we're gonna have like the whole university and everything up on the top of that, and dude, it's gonna be so cool. All right, I'm gonna leave this up here for a second. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. I love your chair, fWhip. Thank you, thank you. It's a good chair. It supports me in all the right ways. Every way that I need it to. Water purification place near the docks, maybe, with an area to clean the dirty river into pure drinking water for the city. That could be kind of fun.
This is all I can donate. I am broke as shit. Heart.
I don't know how that got through the filter, but I appreciate it. Never donate more than you need to, more than you're able to, I should say. Thank you. How did that get through the filter? I don't know.
It's for real.
Love your channel, fWhip. There is a flat mountain wall near the mansion that always bothers me when I see it in your videos. Any chance you get to fix it sometime?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hate this. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it, but now that we have this, I'm thinking we do something similar here to up there. This is a hardcore Let's Play or creative. We are in the creative copy of my hardcore world. So today we're working in creative, but everything that you see here, minus the concrete down below, all of this, including the tree, including everything over here, has been all done in hardcore. But we're using some tools today to try and do a little bit more creative planning and see what we can do to make this a super special build. Oh, geez. Actually, this is where I want to be. Hee hee. No. Oh, geez. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's grab our... We got our tool masks set in place. We're just going to go to here, here. We're messing around with Axiom today, for those who are just jumping in. It's a really, really cool building mod that you can see here. Allows for some pretty insane stuff with a few clicks of the button. So we're going to try and take this out to here. And then this guy, we're probably just going to take him up. Give him a little... I just want to get like a little bit of space above these so we can kind of figure out what we want the general shapes to be. And then a lot of this will just be built on top. I don't even really want to think about planning this area out too much yet, but it is one that's kind of I feel like I want it to at least be blocked in before we start doing too much. That'll work up there, and I'm thinking we'll probably have like a second cliff or something up above as well that'll allow the school to lift up even further, because I want the school to kind of be towering over the city, not really rivaling the height of the tree, but like it honestly might be reaching the bottom branches of it. With Billy, thank you so much for the dono, and again, I appreciate it. Thank you. And Ziff, thank you so much for the dono as well. Yeah, and we will tackle that soon. Don't worry. You should build a fish restaurant. Yeah, get some fish and chips. How much bigger is this city gonna get? We're kind of talking about it. We're gonna be tearing... Imagine a line like coming across like there. We're gonna be tearing all that land out to get more water space. The city will be coming along here to go all this. This mountain we're also gonna be tearing down, probably to like a rolling hill about this level, and it's gonna be Old Town. And, well, I'm calling it Old Town, but it probably won't realistically be like the first place they settled, but it's going to be kind of more of like, not slums, but lower class housing. This entire space in here is going to be filled with buildings. We're going to, we need to put a wall coming up along here. We need to put a wall going here and up to there. I want to do a little like fortress of sorts up here defending this pass, so it might be like a keep built into there and then a wall coming across and like another smaller one here, kind of mirroring the idea that we have with this bridge. But that'll probably just be a full wall with like some drainage gates for water coming through for snow melts. There's gonna be a fortress along here. A lot of people have wanted me to do something with this, but I'm not quite sure what. It did naturally generate there, but right now the city plans kind of end along to this point here. And we'll probably have like a big something or another connecting across here so that still taller boats can get through. Because I want eventually this river is going to connect way the heck all the way out here to the ocean. So we've got, yeah, it'll connect into here, and then that'll take it out into the ocean, which connects this ocean here does actually connect. I can show y'all. There's our fishing village, the little coastal one that we made a while back, and this river connects all the way into the town there. We did dig out this entire, we quarried out that entire place. And then this does, if we keep following along the coastline. Surprised it's actually loading this quickly. The random 2 cherry trees and a biome right there. But this ocean you can see here, I'm thinking about we get rid of this, but otherwise you can go around the landmass and it connects you all the way out here to Papyrus. So we've got all those. Make a tree that's flipped. Yeah, a lot of people are wanting to see a tree in the nether. The comments are peaking up again. I think it's because I did the end tree round 2, but it's a thought. It's a thought. A big hole in the wall looks like an entrance to a dwarven place, like 2 statues on either side. Yeah, it's kind of giving that like Lord of the Rings, like, you know, the statues, you know the statues, the big, they're like, I'm the king, big waterfall in between here, and then they're like, woo, and then they're all sad because he died. He took an arrow everywhere but the knee. Love the random boat between the 2 cities. Yeah, I just wanted something to look at when you're along the road, like walking, and you just look out of the ocean and you see a boat out there. I thought it was pretty cool. I think this alone, like this, if we can get this whole like setup done, it's gonna be pretty dang sweet. It might be one episode where we just carve it all out and get the cliff in, like that. That's gonna be an episode in itself. So we might do that, get that, and do that, and get the road and maybe the bridge. And then from there, we can do another episode where we come in and start doing these things. How long will stream be today? I want to get let's get these buildings plotted out here, and then we'll see. I'm starting to get a little hungry, and I have some recording I need to do this afternoon before it gets too late. So I probably should get to that soonish. With 4th of July next week, I'm trying to get ahead before. We don't want to use purple. We have purple. That's our purple. I'm trying to get ahead before it gets too late so I can kind of get things done. And I'm going out of town this weekend. So trying to get ahead so that Marcos can have more time to work on things and he can actually enjoy his holiday as well. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I like doing longer buildings along here. Along different spaces, I guess. Let's see. How many blocks back are we? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Let's go 9. What's the time over there? It's a little after 1 in the afternoon. It's my birthday this weekend. 22. Happy early birthday, Robin. Just imagine a big adventure map in this world. That's kind of what I've been building this entire time. That's what we've been working towards. Your underground village, maybe use the frog lights to make mythical mushrooms for lighting. I think it could look really cool, but it's up to you, of course. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I like that. It would be fun to do. We'll just see when we actually get back down there to do stuff, you know? All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna take you back. Can we take it back? That'd be 12. So let's go to here. Sure. We'll just. I'm not gonna think about them. We're just gonna do. We're just gonna go. Okay, so that's 2. That'd be 11. Let's make this one skinnier. Let's go with here. So that's 2. That's gonna be coming pretty close to the roof, which is actually okay. I don't want these buildings to be so tall that we're blocking the cliff. Maybe some of these down here are going to be about as tall as the cliff line, but when we get closer or farther along, then it'll be mostly the cliff line. Right, this, though, all these slabs beyond here. Let's see, to smart select all of it. Okay, that and that. Delete. Nice. Love Axiom. Thought about a world mushroom for the nether instead of a tree. That could be funny. That could be a good change. I have started in the nether. Sorry, I did arms yesterday. And oh my god, they're still so tired. Like trying to stretch it every chance I can. But what was I saying? Let's take a little like 2 wide street back here. Like a little way into the back. Or let's actually undo that. We can do one of those buildings that kind of has like a BAM and then a little like walkway to go back there. And then this is going to be like a walkway that can take you all the way back to, I don't know, we can do like another storehouse or something in there. Cold storage. And then let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's a 5. And let's take this to 7. So we're at 2. That'd be to 9. And then we can have like this be like a doorway into the building. So like they actually won't have a door here, but you can enter through there. What are your thoughts on Hermitcraft? A lot of my friends are on there. I mean, I have so much respect for what Hermitcraft has been able to create and what they do. Like I love every individual on there, but my one complaint about Hermitcraft is not from Hermitcraft themselves, but from the fans and just like general Minecraft viewers they kind of see Hermitcraft, which they've earned their reputation as being like the Minecraft SMP to watch, to the point where it has stifled a lot of creativity from other people who want to make SMPs. And that sucks. Like that part I'm not a fan. And it has kind of seemed recently that Hermitcraft, like again, like so much respect for them, but a lot of the new people that they've brought into Hermitcraft are very much just the people who have already made it. And so they're kind of like, I will always be a little irked because I felt like our group was really starting to create something super special. And then as soon as we started creating super special things, some of the people in our crew were invited to Hermitcraft, and that takes away from what we were creating, and so I don't like it from that side. But again, a lot of respect for what they do. Like they're a great group, but I don't like how they kind of monopolize the Minecraft SMP world. Like that for me is always I don't like. Okay, this is probably just gonna be a bunch of dirt back here and some like storage and workshop areas maybe. We'll have to spawn proof it because hardcore and all. And I want to be able to walk back here without fighting things constantly. Can you see chats from both YouTube and Twitch? I can, yeah. What mod are you using? It's called Axiom. It's pinned at the top if you're looking for the spelling. Bigger fan of Empire/SOS. I think we just tried something new and a fresh take on things. Because if you do the classic Minecraft SMP, you're instantly, you as a YouTuber will get thousands of comments saying, why are you just copying Hermitcraft? When they didn't even invent the thing. They've just been doing it for so long. Would glow lichen be enough to light the space up? Oh yeah, glow lichen's a light level of 7. That's easy. Okay, what if we kind of took this and curved it a little bit more? Because I want more angled housing, I think. That's a big I think. But then we could open this up a little bit more here. Let's go with, I'm going to say, let's take ourselves to be, how many wide are we at? So that's what? 4, that's 9, okay. And let's take ourselves to be, does that take it to be 10? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I've been doing these wrong the entire time. Okay, so that's at an odd number now. And then let's go to here. Magic select a Mundo. And we're going to cut it. And we're going to rotate ever so slightly to probably right there. I'm going to plop you back in. To here. Why are you copying Hermitcraft? Well, why are you copying every other bad faith YouTube commenter? Ooh, got him. Now it's like, I don't know if y'all saw this stupid Twitter post I made a while ago, but if you go to my comment section on things recently, like you will, I didn't know who this dude was until Mog told me about him, but if you go to my comment section, you will find so many people calling me, what is queso? Like, apparently they see my picture in the thumbnail and they're like, oh, it's him. I mean, like, sure, similarities, both redheads, both pale, great, yeah. Cool. But all I'm so many of my comments recently have just been, why'd you copy Queso's skin? And I'm just like, bro, I've been here for 8 years. I've been using this Minecraft skin for at least 3 of them. He popped up last year. Apparently it's some guy who just blew up on TikTok and then converted that into a huge live stream audience. And I saw him on stream because I was watching Mog's stream and Mog rated him. And dude had like 60,000 viewers on Twitch. So like he's established now. But like, I was just like, come on. I mean, it's funny. It is funny. But also, the amount of comments that are out there telling me that it's a thing, I'm like, oh, guys. Okay, so this here. Sorry, I'm just trying to logic this out. I did watch his stream for a bit, and he's definitely like, I get why he's got a following. I'll say that much. I get why he's got a following. The stream was funny. I've never seen him in Hermitcraft. Me on Hermitcraft? I've been on Hermitcraft. Yeah. There you go. I've already joined Hermitcraft. I had an apartment in Scarland. Scar gave me a Ravager for my bed. I apparently was his only sale the entire season of the Matador Mattress Store. Was me. And he was so excited when I told him, hey, let's do this. And he was like, finally? It's like, sure, why not? Let's see what happens. You know what? We're probably going to need an entry point to the dock. Now that I'm realizing it, we don't really have a way. So we can either say, no, we need an entry point. We have to do that. We're going to say this dock gets skinnier. So let's cut you right here. And we're going to say, let's grab you to you, move that out 2 blocks. Oh, geez, whatever. I don't care. Actually, I don't want to do this. I should have left that there. And then let's go red sandstone. We're just gonna smooth this as best as we can. Okay, so if we do something like that, and then here, and then this is something that kind of a cart could make it down. I'm okay with that. That looks fine. And then we'll just bring this out here. So it's just like small carts can make it all the way down and back up. And then if we have big things that need to move, the cranes are going to be sitting on top. So we probably want to make space for another crane, because we'll probably have a boat being able to, I mean, there's going to be boats docked along the entire thing. So it would probably make sense to have another crane here. So because that can kind of explain why this little walkway's here. Let's go. Was your all-time viewer record for stream? When I originally moved to streaming on YouTube, we were getting like 6,000 viewers. My all-time record for a single stream, I think, is a little over 8,000. People are just like, oh my gosh, fWhip's on YouTube? What? This is new? And then they're like, wait, no, I just like his videos. And I was like, noted. Got it. Cool. I'm from India. It's Friday morning. I love watching your streams. Watching for 2 years. Love your content. Alan, thanks so much. Or is it Alan? Slightly bumpy cart ramp. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Maybe we can extend this out one more. Dock workers are tough. They're strong individuals. Thought about creating another city? Yes, but I'm not allowing myself until this one gets to a point where I'm happy with how it looks. This is now my full creative mode copy of what the city is. I'm keeping this one. Normally I just create a backup and then I convert it into creative mode when I'm planning out a new section, but this one is going to be the full creative copy of this whole place. So we'll just keep adding on, working on here, and we'll probably in a stream soon we'll come in and just like plan out where the shapes of buildings and houses can go in here, cover this place up, and get like I like what Germsy Boy did. If you're still in here, I like how you just kind of laid out the roads everywhere and put like, here's all the boxes like we're doing here, and then you're just like, okay, once all those are in, the general plan's you've thought about it, and then you're like, all right, how can I like come in and add detail to it all? And then you come back and actually build the structures like that. That's kind of something that I want to try and be a little bit better about doing. Okay, so we're gonna go Sure. I feel like I kind of... We're going to send this all the way across. It doesn't make sense to keep it only on the one side. That'll be a building there. Unless we want to kind of... Ooh. I kind of want to do a little... How'd you make a creative copy? I went into .minecraft saves and just copy pasted the world. And then I came in and hit open to LAN, commands on, and turned it into creative mode. Actually, we're gonna say this guy. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's just gonna be sent straight back and is just gonna kind of overtake that house. And then we can do that larger red one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, I'm just gonna fill this whole thing with one big house. But maybe we just cut him off here. And here. We can do a decorative tree or something. I do like my trees. And then that needs space to be able to move carts in between, so we'll probably just... No, I don't like those being even. That can work. From what I see, you're not planning to die anytime soon, am I right? So far, I did a trial chamber. You'll see how that goes tomorrow. I did the max rank trial chamber, so went in totally blind and did that. So you can see the outcome of that. Spoiler alert, still alive. But it was... I feel like I'm in a state where unless I try and do something stupid, I'm gonna be fairly okay. This is too easy to cheat in Minecraft. What are we cheating? If you can explain how this is cheating, I'd love to hear it. I didn't know this was considered cheating. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, unless you actually, if you've ever looked at a picture of another Minecraft build before you've built something, you're cheating, by the way. If you've ever made a creative world to test something or get your thoughts down on paper before you build it, actually you're cheating. That's just in case you didn't know. If you ever tried planning a build before building a build, you're actually cheating. Yeah, so you should never do that. If you're not making it up on the fly as you're going when you're building the thing, you should probably just delete Minecraft, is what I'm hearing. That's all I'm getting. If you ever looked at a tree, yeah, you're cheating. Cheating. If you've ever went to class before taking a test, you cheated. You tried learning something. You tried learning from a professor before taking their test. Nah, sorry, you cheated. Yeah, sorry. Unless you walk around completely like this everywhere you're going and then come and start creating something, but only in survival with the materials you have on hand, you just cheated. There's always somebody. Every time I do a creative stream, somebody will always come in and tell me how I'm cheating. And I'm just like, you have no idea what you're talking about. No, no. Minecraft is an art form. You can't cheat at art unless you're using AI. And are we using AI here? No, we're not. So it's fine. I kind of like the idea of this being like a... I don't know. We'll figure out what all these are going to be. What would pop out more? A diamond block? Gold block. What if I do Angel Place? Yeah, that'd be easy. I'm just trying to get some blocks that we can put signs on for what we might see each thing as. What the heck is lighting a firework off at 1:30 in the afternoon? Bro, it is overcast and cloudy outside right now. How? And it's like pretty sunny but overcast. How are you gonna see a firework at 1:30 in the afternoon? That does not make sense to me. Stables. Let's do this over here. This is gonna be an inn. And then they can have this back area as some outdoor seating things. Let's do this as a... fishmonger? No, that wouldn't make sense as far inland. Let's just go with a house for now. Maybe it could be whoever's like the crane operator. Maybe actually a fishmonger would make sense. I like the idea that most of these buildings aren't just homes, like they have purposes, especially being outside the city. This is a very main road here, so there's gonna be shops on every front. Let's go with like goods storage. Should do a cafe. We can do this as a little dockside cafe, and we can have like an entrance coming in there. And we're going to also have an entrance here, so it's just like seating in the middle. That can work. It is right on the river. You're right, it is. Let's do this as the fishmonger. They don't need much space. They have a tiny house. They're just selling fish. They're not going to be making a massive living off that, probably. I also need to do a... Before I forget, let's just put this here. Crane. Cat cafe on the docks. I'll add it. I watch your hardcore series to sleep fast. It's so satisfying. Hey, I appreciate it. However you enjoy it, I'll take it. A boat repair place. We definitely would have something more like a dry dock, which I'm thinking we could do a dry dock area over here. But also, I don't know if boats would come this far upriver to then get repairs. Like, that seems something we'd put more on the coast. Maybe we have, like, multiple warehouses. Like, we could have a goods storage, and this can also be a warehouse, and they could be storing different things. Let's go with this is like in... I want to say jewelry shop, but there's no real way to represent that in Minecraft. Fishing gear. No, let's go with, travel goods. Clothes. Saddles. Now we're going to go with, let's do leather worker. Clothes. Saddles. Packs. Taco shop. Yeah, that's... Could do that. Could do a small smuggling cove. Vegetable store. We could do a... This could be like a small little... This could instead be like a small market. Veggies. Fruit. A skewt shop. So skewt. Spice shop would be really fun. We have a spice shop up above, but there definitely would be more than one spice shop. Maybe right next to the market, we can do a spice shop. Let's do this as an inn. I feel like that makes sense. This is going to be... This will just be a house. No, because it's right on the main road. Can't be a house. Shop. House above. All of these are actually going to have living quarters above, so I don't need to put that on here. First floor shop, second floor, and up above is all going to be living quarters. A spy shop. Yeah, we can have a spy shop. Nobody's going to know where it is. Textiles. Another inn. Yeah. Right outside a city. So many hotels. So many inns. Places. The amount that with the scale of the city we're at here, and we're kind of going of every road that we have in this place is always going to be connected back to the city. So the amount of travelers coming here from anywhere in the world is going to be so high. So you need to have places for them to stay. So, I mean, if you... Like, I know from when my wife and I were on our honeymoon, we were in Rome, and we had our hotel that we were staying at with this cute little boutique hotel. And then I was just like curious. So I pulled up the maps and like, look, oh, what's around us? And there were hundreds of little small hotels and inns and bed and breakfast places everywhere. Granted, that's modern day and it's very much a tourist city now. But I mean, it's still a full living, breathing city. But the amount of like space that was dedicated to housing people coming into the city was insane. And you also got to think about that if this is also going to apply everywhere else. Are you going to build all the buildings in one episode? I'm thinking one episode we're going to be building this cliff face and clearing out the terrain and doing the dock and like flattening this and get the bridge. So we can have like this view. We might, depending on time, maybe that on top too. But that's a lot of digging. That's a lot of digging. I'm going to need a lot more storage space for all that stone and everything. We'll log into the actual hardcore world at the end, and I'll show you the difference of where we started versus where we're at right now. Because we have changed this a ton. Like, that land was pretty much coming up above all of this. We have a lot of taverns, too. Yeah, so maybe we change this from an inn to a tavern. So it can kind of be both. So we can have a place for like the locals to stay there, or they come after work hours and have a brewski from the brewery. I think that's good enough for planning those for now. I will say what I'm thinking is I would like to do a path. And for now, we're just gonna do... It's probably gonna end up like out to there. And we'll bring this in a few more blockies. Bring you up a few blockies. Maybe up a block. Just something to kind of curve it heading off that direction too. in case we want it. We'll just put this in here for now. I mean, if we have the land flattened down, somebody eventually will be like, you know, I'll build a house there instead of over there. So if there's accessible place to do, things will do. But I think we are going to go with the lake idea. So maybe this will just turn into like, we can have a little gatehouse here and then the road will go out along the edge of the river. That could be kind of cute. That could be really cute. Very cute. So cute. So cute. Get Archeon and use road tool, bruh. But path tool. Planning from retiring from YouTube? Not anytime soon if I can help it. Nah, y'all ain't getting rid of me yet. Yeah, I would love for this to do only slabs and full blocks. Yeah, I'll be honest, as long as Minecraft is still around kicking and I'm still getting joy out of making things in this game and viewers are here, I will be, as long as this is paying the bills, I will be here making videos. That's my answer. That's what I'll give you. Let's see, can we do this? There we go, that'll work. Oh, it's so dark. Can we, oh, that's not working. Yeah, let's start adding a little elevation to the side of it. Why not? Okay. That's gonna be so cool with all the darkness back there. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to work with, but it's gonna look great. Ancient Bones does sound pretty cool. Yeah, I like the idea of doing stuff like that, but I think my worry, well, not that I think, I know my worry behind it is, it's like, why do those still exist here? You know? Like, why is there still a reason? Like, if we were to put, like, ancient bones around somewhere in here, like, whether they're poking out of something or that they're here, like, why is it that they are still here? Versus why hasn't somebody just come along and use them as a resource or something like that, you know? So I always find it being a little weird when I get into a realm of trying to... We are going to do that out here. Let's... What did I do for this gatehouse? Because oh, sorry, flying through everything. So this is like a... I kind of want to just like grab this gatehouse real quick. See if we can clean it up, rotate it, and just slap it over there, and what would happen? Let's grab a box select. And then if we could just paste here. Ooh. Okay, let's hide this tool mask. Unlock rotation. We don't want to. Okay, I think if we clean this guy up. I don't know if he's going to fit super well. Let's paste him in the air here, clean him up, and then move him down. I just want to see, does the scale work? Because he'd be like right there. I think so. I think that scale actually works pretty well. Okay, let's take him way the heck over here. And how quickly can I make this happen? Let's go magic brush. Bam, 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 bam. We're good. Actually, we want to do magic. A magic selection tool. So we got to rebuild the outside a decent amount, but that's okay. Don't really care about what's going on in here. We're gonna now y'all can see what I actually built. I think I had some stone on the inside that I accidentally deleted when we were doing that, because I think what did I grab? Did I accidentally grab mud or something? I did. Okay, so we accidentally grabbed mud. Did I? No, I didn't. What did I grab? Ah, strip jungle. Okay. It's alright. Just a little bit more cheating. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. If you haven't seen this, this is one of my favorite parts about Axiom. You just... The offhand tool is the same as having like a... It has the ability to interact with other things that you're clicking on. So you can use it to like light candles or extinguish candles or campfires or whatever, and it's so good. So good. Let's copper. We can update this guy a little while we're here. Why not? So I think I accidentally deleted all the scaffolding too, but we don't really need scaffolding. We're gonna cut it off at this level. No, we're gonna go one down. Give it one more block of height. Because I want it to be easily horseable coming through. I know I could have used the copy or the extend tool to bring all that down, but whatever. No, we'll do it. For the sake of everybody here. Easy. This actually doesn't look that bad. We definitely need to retexture some sections. Hit my more modern, you might say, style. But overall, if we just slap that dude in place for now, not bad. Can't wait to travel the world on horseback. Yeah, that episode 70 world download is gonna be, it's gonna be a big one. We've got so many different things coming for it. What makes you inspired to make more videos? I was talking about Sid about a while ago, but just I just love creating things. Like I think even if I wasn't making videos, I would have so many hobbies that were just like making things. I'm very much a person who needs to have some sort of a creative outlet. And I'm also very, very lucky to have my creative outlet be my job. I fully acknowledge that there's a lot of luck for this being my job and getting to do this. This isn't exactly something that we can walk around inside of, but I'm okay with that. It's not massive in here. Like there's definitely, we could detail this some more and make it look a lot better, but it's just not worth the time right now. What about Minecraft as the games that you choose instead of another sandbox game? Minecraft's the best sandbox game out there. No other game comes close to Minecraft. Like in terms of like a good sandbox game, there is no other game out here that even to this day can even start to rival the creative possibilities that you get from playing Minecraft. Like there's not a single game. And everybody's like, well, what about Hytale? Yeah, I'll believe it when it's released. Too many games keep getting published that are like trying to claim to be the Minecraft killer, but then the first things that they do when you start playing their game is say, here's all the limitations of stuff that you can't do, and here's all the things that if you want to do blah 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 blah, like you got to do it this way, right? And it's like, no, Minecraft's great because it is a true sandbox, and there's not too many restrictions or limitations on how you do things in this game, and that's important. That's really, really important. What do we think about that? Yeah, if we die and then this is ready, I will just release I'll release this as a separate world download. I don't see Hytale ever releasing, to be honest. I think it's the game that's gonna like, it's like one of those games that the more you hear about it, the more I'm like, this is just a studio killer. And it's a bummer that they got, it's a good that they got bought so they could acquire more funding, but then at the same time, them getting bought is what we're gonna chop off that tower because it's making it a little too difficult. So we're gonna take we'll get it in position. And I think I like the asymmetry of not having it there too. But once we get the tower into position, we'll figure out what we want to do with that. Oh, I didn't move it high enough in. Dang it, I cut something off. Okay, we'll have to move this, re-grab it, clean it up again, and then we'll go. Okay. We will retexture this thing. I just like the idea of reusing similar elements because it's a very, very simple way to tie your builds together, especially when we're trying to say that this is another exit point of the city. Okay, so there's our Y level that we want. We want it to be... We'll need to... We're not planning on many boats going up here, but we need to have it open enough for like a small boat to go. So it'll probably mean that the harbor wall will continue all the way back here for some smaller boats that can fit under that can go in, and just for fortification for more land. So let's do this. War, thanks so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. And this is where it'll end for now. And I'm thinking this... They'll just do this for now. Those windows are not going to be very visible. And then we definitely need to take red concrete. I'll turn the light up here so we can actually see what's going on. That'll come out to there. And then we will probably just have the river coming exactly along to the edge of that once we get around to it. But that's okay. Finally made it to a stream. Welcome on in. What mod are you using? It's called Axiom. It's pinned in chat if you want to see it. Well, if you want to know how to spell it, I should say. Little flagpole instead of a tower, maybe, like right there. I kind of like that it's popping up. Gosh, that looks so much worse with 500% brightness. I'm I'm fully converted. I'm fully converted to the low brightness crew. Look at that. That's gonna be sick. All right, we've been going for almost over 3 hours. We're 3 hours 15 minutes. That's a lot of stuff planned out. That's a lot of stuff. I don't know what buildings to build in a custom village. Look at villager professions and make buildings inspired off them. That's your simple win. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. And for y'all to see what's going on here versus where we started today, this is somewhere that we can stand here. So this is what we have now. Let's jump into the actual hardcore world. Ah, I'm here. Perfect. Ignore the shulkers. We were supposed to handle the shulkers today. I didn't want to. Next hardcore survival stream is either going to be starting the mountain teardown or organizing shulkers, and I need to do that. So that's what we had when we started today. Let's do a little free cam. Let's grab a little So that's what we had when we started. And this is what we have now. That's a lot of land to rip out. Yeah, it is. I think it's going to be sick. I think it's going to be so cool. When we can pull it off. What did I have for my episode plans? I had technically slated episode 69 as the harbor. We're not doing all this in one episode, I can tell you that much. I'm working on episode 68 right now. So maybe 69 will be when we work on getting this cliff and the general land in place. Could work. I have children, I'll show them your videos and I'll still be building this probably. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna do. Nice. All right, my friends. That's gonna do it for today. I want to go get some lunch. I'm hungry. It's 2 o'clock. I was supposed to log off stream an hour ago. I'm supposed to meet friends for dinner tonight. Oh no. All good. It is what it is. All right, my friends. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope you did enjoy. If you want to see more creative stuff, leave a comment on the stream. Let me know what you're thinking about it. All that cool stuff. And yeah, very much appreciate all the support. By the way, I did update a lot of the tree pack schematics for anybody who uses those for all the members. That I will put up a new download for that in the next few days, probably when I get back from the trip. I'll get that, and I got a lot of the schematics updated to 1.21 blocks, and built a few new trees in there too. So we got some extra ones, but everything's in there. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have a lovely rest of your afternoon, evening, good night, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.